Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to stream. Welcome back to Rogue Trader. We're back after 2 weeks. Rogue Trader. I'm gonna kill some Xenos. Yeah. Hello, welcome back. I hope we're all doing good today, and yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, and maybe even tomorrow if we're feeling what's the word? You know what? Quirky enough. If you're feeling quirky enough, I hope you're feeling it. Right. What's the current mission? Ooh. Sacrifice profit for food? No. That sounds fucking dumb. Whoops, I forgot to pull up my other bitch. Whoopsie daisy. Hello, Aries. Hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Well, what's my plan? Talk to the master of ceremonies. Oh, you play. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Blaze or Aries now? Hope you're doing all right. You can neato. Unless Twitch has done a thing that you probably should keep serious, you know. Okay. Yeah. I need to do the ceremony, and then I need to go back to do Jahi's one, and then I can continue on the incident. The fuck? The dentist is a figure with questioning when it comes to secrets. Oh. Heh. Interesting. Blah, 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 blah. And then, oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Right. What? Bondolensis plus. It. Oh. That's right. I need to check my colonies as well. Because I'm a good leader. I'm a good leader. Okay. Yep. But. Alright. God. What was his voice again? Lord Captain, the Astropathic Choir has called glimpses of horrifying visions coming from Fable's 6. Something has breached the colony from underground. Soon after a new sector of deep tunnels had been put into operation, it was overrun by monsters. Oh no. They lurk in the darkness, swarm in the They lurk in the darkness, swarm in the shadows, attack quietly, and leave nothing in their wake. Consuming flesh, plasteel, and rockreed, the sly bastard. And where am I? The tearing of the 1,000 claws herald their approach, and desperate cries can be heard in the silence of the tunnels. Praise be to the Golden Throne, these creatures do not seem to be interested in getting to the surface. However, they have seized several active mines and are doing Emperor only knows what to them. I'm suspecting some gene stealers, or at least NIDs. What are those creatures? Few have faced them and survived to tell the tales, so the information is scarce and hardly reliable. Their accounts, if you will, are jumbled of facts mixed with wild speculation. The frightened workers call these monsters a swarm because they crawl along the tunnel like a wave. They say that the enemies are vast in number and resemble insects. Nids, maybe? One of the fortunate survivors, masked from the horror, emerged from the mines holding a wrench engraved with strange markings. The pattern was exactly the same as the one the mad convicts had been etched into the walls. What do my advisors think? The threat is unknown. Establishing the nature of the threat is top priority. Collateral losses are insignificant. Requesting authorization to coordinate an offensive operation to be carried out by penal battalions in order to determine the nature of the attack. We have to block off this threat and protect the people. To do this, we must blow up the tunnels, but to make sure that the plan works, it has to be done in areas currently occupied by this unknown enemy. I am sure that a dozen brave souls can be found in the colony, ones willing to accept the grace of martyrdom and carry the explosives into the darkness below. Redrive those monstrosities back on the ground and use heavy drilling machines to simulate an offensive from multiple directions. Then we block the majority of passages, leaving only the best defended ones open. Let's see how the miscreants enjoy being trapped. Okay. Carcass fragment. Hello? This item negates all energy damage dealt to the wearer, but cannot occur more than 3 times per combat. Okay. That will help later. Master of Inferno. All allies gain plus 10 demolition and deal 10% more fire damage. Ooh. Okay, fun. And lastly, the Rogue Trader gains plus 5 dodge and parry against Xenos attacks. Ooh. Honestly, Solomon's probably got the best plan. Yeah. We may lack the forces to exterminate the invaders, but we have quite enough to drive them back and win ourselves some time for the battles to come. Yay. The new extraction sector shook as drilling machinery tore into the rock. From the depths of the mining drifts came the sound of screeching and scraping. A hideous swarm of metal-reinforced insects charged into the defenders of Thabos 6. The tactic worked. The enemy was vanquished, and what remained of the swarm disappeared into the planet's bowels. One could only hope and pray that enough time had been won to prepare for the next invasion. Yay! You're a prophet! Yes! I need more security. Okay. Well, hell. Done. Well, hell. Here. Let's... Sure. To the Blancius Palace. I need to go talk to my friends. I need to go get ceremonified so I can skip it all. Yeah. I wonder what's going to happen next in the plot. Smiley face. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. I mean, I've gotten vague spoilers simply because I looked at the achievements like an idiot. I'm here, coming. Nope, I was trying to look at the map. Right. God, I need to change this gun. It's a good gun, but the problem is just I've tried to build my guy as a sniper, but the problem is he ain't a sniper. What have I done? Like God, I really should have just made my guy an assassin if I could have. Way up. Ooh. This goes back. Wee. Come, my precious boy. Clemencia with Wasserian. I'm Eulosius? Who? What were you supposed to be this chancellor, but... Huh? Oh, you. The servant in fine clothes offered you a deep bow. I forgot his voice. Your lordship, it is a great honour to serve you in the undertaking as a monumental and glorious as the Magna Accessio ceremony. You have been entrusted with arranging the festivities? I have indeed, your lordship. I have been given the high honour of being steward of this eminent palace, and on the occasion of your lordship's reception, I will be overseeing the preparations for the ceremony. House Viserion, to whom you entrusted the arrangements for the festivities, is overjoyed at having received the honour of introducing you to the subjects and humbly thanks you. So was everything ready then? The palace decorations are prepared, and we are ready to begin at your command. The festivities activities in the capital have likewise been arranged, and the guests of honor either have arrived on the planet or are awaiting invitation in near orbit. The servants are ready in your chambers to see to it that you are impeccably garbed for the occasion. Then let us begin. May the Emperor be with you on this day! Gained 70 experience. Yay, it's ceremony. Get my finger on near the screenshot button. Why is that? Because I'm a fucking weirdo. Any key was pressed. Oh my. Joys one blesses subjects in honor of his researching the rogue trader generously shows you his favor. I am a generous man. In his unfathomable benevolence, the rogue trader has decreed that every soul be given days' rations and a personal fuel cell so that we fed and warm on this day. Praise the rogue trader's magnanimity. Yep, I know English. Magnanimity? Big word. Oh my god. Let's do one of these. Wait a minute. I feel like I've seen this before. I've definitely seen this before, haven't I? The crowd bellowing is royal. The electrifying exhalation filling the air of Dargonus. Thousands of throats chant your name. You are at the apex of this world and all others. Amplified by 100 voices, the voice of the Master of Ceremonies begins. The voice of the Master of Ceremonies booms. Joy, subjects of Dargonus, you have been granted the felicity of witnessing your master, a great honor bestowed upon us by the rogue trader Mowgli Dogli and Von Valancius, cleanser of Janus, who with one hand brought death upon the blasphemous sinners, with the other exterminated the despicable worships of the harsh enemy. Gracious protector of footfall, patron of trade. A hush falls over the crowd who gaze upon you in adoration. Many of them bear terrible scars from the recent battles of Dargonus. Like children, they await the word of their almighty father. Ooh. Praise the Emperor, faithful souls, at darkness. Fear not the coming day. Henceforth, there are all my charges. I think, praise the Emperor, faithful souls. The darkness around us may be fierce, but the blaze in our hearts is fiercer still. Evil will burn. The crowd erupts in frenzied cries. Hundreds of people pull out knives with their ardent, jubilant howls, carve crude, bleeding Aquilas on their faces, sharing in the martyrdom of the protector of humankind, the God Emperor. So much gold and white. Cassia stares at the crowd, enraptured, and it seems this massive gathering of exulting people is just as exotic and captivating to her as the sight of a bona fide navigator, a representative of the mysterious, powerful Navis Nobilite, is to your subjects. Making the sign of the Aquila, Argenta shouts out, Emperor, keep the von Valancius dynasty. The crowd zealously picks up the chant, repeating it. The master of ceremonies bows to you with great reverence. Let the oath of the von Valancius dynasty be taken. Please repeat after me, your lordship. I, Bugalian, Protectorate of the Graves by the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity. I said it. Your lips repeat the words of an ancient oath. Unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into the darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. You hear a rumble. It is the roar of the sea of your subjects. With jubilation and devout fear, they welcome your ascension. It is done. Wait a minute, am I going to be talking to the other rogue traders? Because they've already done this. If that's the case. Ooh. I've already done this. Well, damn. Ooh. Private other rogue travel and never post. Ooh. What's up? Governor Urban drives. Oh, Driveston stands surrounded by a highborn guest, like a planet orbited by moons. All of his charm is distracted by a man in resplendent power armor adorned with the sigil of the Inquisition. But as soon as you approach, Driveston is first to give you an elegant bow, getting ahead of the rest in an expression of loyalty. This great day, your lordship. This is a great day, your lordship. I welcome you to my palace, honored guests. You are buffeted by a salvo of congratulations and compliments. Look at the guests. Among the aristocrats surrounding the opulently dressed Driveston, you notice a couple of young nobles in Trottbacca colors. It would seem that the major and noble families of Dargonis have decided to introduce their younger members to high society. The tall man in grey power armor adorned with a column with a skull is undoubtedly a high-ranking inquisitor. He keeps to a periphery of conversation seldom dying to comment. Next to him is his entourage, a rangy warrior in black armor, and a tech priest dressed in red whose face is hidden behind a brass mask. Alright. Abelard stands somewhat apart from the others, as if reluctant to approach Driveston. Next to him is a young woman, and you notice a family resemblance between them. Take a guess at who is allied with whom in this tangle. Shit. You begin to ponder the intricacies of political landscape of the old capital, but your only reward for this effort is a headache. Ooh. Oh, what were we discussing just now? We were talking about the Glutozinas raid on Dargonis. So many victims, so much damage to our industries. Such a terrible shame it is the warp currents delayed our protector's arrival. There was an acidic hint to his words, but it is too faint for you to call him to account. Judging by Trottbacca's unpleasant smile, it is not just your imagination. Ooh, wait. Ooh. Hang on. What are you? Hetka. Alright. Sharing this sector with this blasted Xenos is impossible. I hope we respond to that raid on Arconis with a punitive campaign. Young Trottbacca smiled as conceited and bloodthirsty. I see you hate Xenos with all your heart. I do. The pestilence against the Emperor must be exterminated. He talks ardently and smoothly like a commissar. He places his hand on his hilt of his finely adorned sword, his pale face ablaze with noble fury. Vincent Greprat. Or they must be forced into servitude. Many Xenos are more useful alive and obedient than dead. The young man in Greprat colors speaks with sagacity and gravity. All right, but his opinion seems to carry little weight in this circle. Ooh. Either it pleases me to behave, or try and slap back at him, or perhaps it pleases me to see such earnest faith. I must commend you. Trottbacca blushes and raises his chin. Trottbacca is stalwart in his faith, your lordship. Oh, Xavier Calcazar. Hello, you must be the big man. Are you imagining things, or did you just notice a mocking glint in the eye of the Inquisitor standing among the guests? My greetings to a member of the Holy Inquisition. He responds with a dignified bow, his proud face calm and unfaltering. My greetings to you, esteemed Bogudoclian von Valancius. May shadows never darken the light of the Astronomicon guide you. Brass Whisperer. The Inquisitor's companion, a crimson-robed member of the Adeptus Mechanicus, bows to you. From behind the brass mask, mounted with dozens of augmentics, comes a metallic rasp. Glory to the von Valancius heir. Study the Inquisitor and his companion. Yeah. The old Inquisitor's relaxed expression radiates an odd sense of menace. He is akin to a predator on the prowl, content to hide in this brush of fake smiles and elegant conversation. For now. Among the many augmentations, what stands out is a terribly melted, deformed cogitator connected to the tech priest's head. However, how it is working is baffling. What is twice as baffling is that the tech priest hasn't replaced it yet. What unpredictable influence can ruin the implant have on his mind? An unexpected visit, I wasn't told. I, however, have been told all about you. The Inquisitor's face is impenetrable, but behind this mask you detect a hint of mockery. We have not been introduced. An oversight, to be sure. My name is Xavier Calcazar, and I have the honor of serving as a member of the illustrious Ordo Xenos, the head of the Chronos Expanse Enclave, as it were, and the Lord Inquisitor of this region. It is my unending task to ensure the sector's readiness to meet external threats and resist internal corruption. And who is the member of the honorable priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus? This is Brass Whisperer, which naturally is not his real name. The esteemed Magus is a member of my retinue, as you would call it. There are times when I am forced by my duty to the Emperor to deal with xenotechnology, and Brass Whisperer ensures my safety in such moments. Works have been desecrated by the Xenos, and they are dangerous. They warrant. His whispering cuts off, replaced by heavy, ragged breathing. It seems the tech priest's quiet voice is not an exaggerated quirk, but rather a consequence of some injury. After catching his breath, Brass Whisperer continues. Warrants caution. Enjoy this party. This evening will certainly be illuminating. Look at Abelard's young relative. What is your name? Your lordship, allow me to introduce the daughter of Chancellor Clemencia Syrian, and my great-granddaughter, Astatia. Abelard looked solemnly upon the young woman with barely concealed pride. I am delighted to witness you, your lordship. Astasia bows, keeping her observant and intelligent eyes trained on you. Drives them glowers at Astaria with cold hostility, while Sorbeck does not even try to hide his burning contempt. How are you finding the reception? It is difficult to put into words, your lordship. Never before have I seen such a grand and striking ceremony. Astasia's voice sounds passionate and inspired, and her eyes shine with barely contained excitement. But I was so much more amazed by your generosity. The provisions that are being handed out in the streets of the capital will make the difference between life and death for many of those who lost everything in the Xenos attack. The young grapper keeps staring at Astasia curiously and a little bashfully. It seems the boy likes that. Back off. Anyway, where are the rest of your kin, Abelard? They are in the city, preoccupied with running the facilities and watching over some of the more crucial services. No incidents can be allowed to ruin your ceremony. Very good. Very good, Abelard. Stadia? Frowns and asks peevishly. I asked the esteemed Abelard to put me to some important task too, but he bid me to attend the reception where I can do nothing to serve your lordship. All fine. All fine. At least one of his members is here to say hello, and that's... You know what, Abelard? You're a good lad. Good lad. If I had known, I too would have asked Abelard to let you miss the party. I would like to slap him. So you wish to become my servant as well? Astasia flushes and starts talking quickly and with fire in her voice. It would seem that she finds work-related conversations far more interesting than court gossip. Of course. I've been working on a project for the last 4 years. We could set up... Enough, Astasia. I highly doubt that his lordship is interested in listening to the fantasies of a young woman about how to run his protectorate. Abelard shoots Stem a glare so dark and bloodthirsty that the latter instinctively starts looking for the nearest warden. It is quite true. It is quite true. Ooh. Hold your tongue, Hold your tongue, Urband. I decide whom I may speak with and whom may not. Please continue, Astasia. Heartened, Astasia continues in the tone of seasoned administrator. Our suggestion is to set up a chain of stations in the void. Plasma beacons that would signal the passing ships by placing them in logistically sound locations. We could simplify our ship's routes so that they may split long warp jumps into a series of safer shorter jumps from one beacon to another. This would have a positive effect on the overall safety of the journeys and the accessibility of colonies. Damn, a woman after me own art. That's exactly what I fucking did. Oh no. It's just me. More and more technical terms and percentages creep into her speech. She quotes Lex Mechanic reports and accounts of the starship containers. His vigor and sharp mind are enough to silence even the most venomous of commentators. They all stand in their silence, trying to digest what she's saying. Abelard surveys the quiet nobles with triumph and then looks at his great-granddaughter with pride. Good. She's a real one. I love anyone who wants to be fucking useful and not just want to fucking butter up their bum so that they can so they can shove their nose into my fucking ass, the brown-nosing scum. I hope the Westerian family gives Abelard the credit he deserves. Absolutely, your lordship. We greatly respect him for his wisdom, and he repays us with the attention and kindness, she says warmly. I am obliged, dear Stasia. It looks like Abelard is somewhat embarrassed by the turn in this conversation has taken. Abelard deserves every bit of love he can get. What a lad. Enjoy the evening. Thank you, your lordship. I'm ready to accept your congratulations. Thank you, random passer from from the back of the party. All right. and there he goes. In that case, allow me to be the first to offer them. Rostam snaps his fingers, and the several servants approach you with gifts. The governor points at a thin curved Drukhari blade. My soldiers took this splendid trophy from the body of Xeno's commanders. The weapon is too beautiful and forbidden for anyone but your lordship. Ooh, I can't use it, but this is nice. It's very lovely. Hedka Soroba. Squeezes through to be the next, pushing Graprak aside with confidence. Your lordship, House Sorobak anticipates the onset of unsettling times to make the ungodly Xenos cower at your approach. My family humbly presents you with a dozen pieces of secondary armament for your ship. Oh, how nice of you. Young Graprak bows ceremoniously. House Graprak is delighted to present you with the blessed work of the Omniscience Smiths. May this locator matrix, which took the holy artisan of an entire lifetime to create, always show you the right path. Coordinate Oracle. Okay. This matrix grants you the wear of... Okay. Mediocre, but acceptable. Having let the aristocrats go first as a sign of deference, Abelard is the last to speak. Your lordship, House Westerian possesses no relics of worthy of your acceptance, but we are rich in talent and hard-working people. As a sign of our loyalty, I humbly offer you my flesh and blood. 100 of my kin will go to colonies in your protectorate and use all their talents so that the worlds in your charge may prosper. Abelard's voice changed a little. I need to be more like Dawn from text-to-speech. How's this group of aristocrats? It's a tank. Grand Marshal Gregor Stratz. Gregor? Oh, it's Mr. Person responsible for maintaining a... Oh, what a fucking nerd. Oh, excuse me? I'm sorry, did he fucking die? Alright. Your subjects have turned the act of killing into amusement. This is great sacrilege, Domin Boglidoglian. But have no fear, I will explain the will of the Undying One to the lame people. You know what? I agree with that. Condemned Calabar warrior mutant gun. You know what? That's good job. That is worthy of acceptance. Ooh. Okay, it seems like there's nobody else here. I wonder if the whole universe is gonna fucking change just because I don't remember the conversations I've had. It's party time. God, I wish I had saved before. Because now I have to talk with everybody. Okay, Solomon. As jubilant as this occasion may be, it cannot distract me from my duty. You go right ahead and celebrate, Rook Trader. Glide over, and I will make sure no one ruins your day. Lovely. Aristocrat, blah, 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 blah. Nobody fucking cares. I hope my fucking stairs are fixed. Can't come over there. Is there anyone in my room? Hello? Anybody in my room? No. Let's go say hi to Argenta. Whee! If we could turn up and hi. Argenta, my dear. My dear lovely Argenta. May the Emperor keep you, Bogey Toglin. A great day. Jahi? I hope this at least celebration in your honor won't end in a shootout. Ah, yes. This group of individuals. A group of aristocrats stands apart from the governor's circle. Their whispering carries a tinge of displeasure. And Macarius Sorobert, the clear leader of this gathering, is a gaunt, bilious-faced man dressed in Sorobert colors. This may be Macarius himself, head of the house. He offers you a ceremonious bow. Oh. My congratulations, your lordship. May the Omnissiah grant you understanding. The woman who, with whom he is conversing, the one dressed in robe with gear-shaped adornments, is Tariana Gaprak. It is difficult to read her face, due to it being covered in numerous augmentations. Observe the guest. Tariana Gaprak looks rather anxious. Macarius Sorobert, dressed surprisingly plainly as austerely for the aristocrat of such a high rank, is frowning suspiciously. He came to the reception with a companion, a woman of dazzling beauty, wearing a gilded augment necklace around her throat. His wife, probably. Heinrich, who joined the group unnoticed, mostly keeps quiet, listening intent on every single. How are these days? How are these days, Toriana? Like a forging hammer, Toriana's voice falls heavy on the ear. The corruption of Kiavagama was a great blow to the family. The contemptible Delphim betrayed our trust, desecrated the forged cathedrals, and took my esteemed cousin's life. On behalf of my family, I humbly beg you to forgive our negligence. I am ready to accept any punishment. Look closely at Torina. There is something lurking beneath Toria's repentant expression. A grudge. It would seem that she was personally offended by the nightmare into which Cuba Stephens plunged her domain, and she feels betrayed. Tell me more about your family. We Grapraks originate from the Calictus sector, from the cluster of planets known as the Leif Worlds. We work faithfully for the growth of our masters there, the Adeptus Mechanicus, and through our service we gain a spark of the Omnissiah's knowledge. Then fate tied us through the bonds of fealty to the venerable von Valancius dynasty, and we found ourselves in the Coronis expanse. Generation after generation we fulfilled our duty faultlessly, until Kiavagana destroyed and disgraced our name. Do your part to heal the wounds inflicted on Kiavagama, and your house will be forgiven. Please admit. Toriana raises her mechanical eyes. I swear on the Omnissiah's all-encompassing insight, we will make every effort to justify the cost of its resurrection. It was only a year ago, and that none could doubt the house Graphics' usefulness. Yet here you are, Toriana, on your knees, justifying the cost. Macarius, I'm surprised you deigned to make an appearance here this evening. Macarius' face twisted into an unpleasant smile, which makes an artificial skin on his left side all more prominent. I am a servant of the von Valancius dynasty. I had not come, I would have committed an act of unacceptable insolence and damaged my family's honor.
Macarius' wife offers you a charming smile as if apologizing for his vitriolic tone. The large dark eyes are brimming with curiosity. Ooh. What has displeased you so, Macarius? This says with caution. I am your dynasty's loyal servant, but you asked, and you have asked, and I will answer. Too long the Corona's Expanse lived under the rule of the rogue traders. The privileges granted to them make people think the commoners, too, can dismiss the prohibitions of the Imperium. All right, yes. For the good of the sector, rogue traders must become paragons of law, not exceptions to it. But do many warrant holders exhibit lawful conduct? No, they do not. Even you, your lordship, are subject of the strangest of rumors, and you have recently inherited your protectorate. Conrad Waterbeer's people, for instance, claim that you had a hand in the esteemed Theodorus' demise and accuse you of many other misdeeds. It seems no matter whether or not the claims are true, the people hear them, believe them, and think that they may follow your example. Ooh. If you believe Conrad's lie, then draw a weapon, let us do right. I forbid anyone. Our rogue traders are not renegades vested with authority. We are armed with the Imperium. We shall prove. Your poor head tormented with somebody. You speak the same. Could it be that you want this? I think I did this. If you believe Conrad's lies, then draw your weapon. Let's do right here before the Emperor's visage. Macarius places his hand on the hilt of his sword, then glances with uncertainty at his images of the Emperor gazing upon him from every direction. Then at you. His fingers release his hilt. No, I do not believe his words. I am your servant, and my oath to your dynasty is hard than steel. I am guilty of repeating an ignominious lie, and I will pay a fine. And anyone who repeats it in my presence, I myself will challenge to a duel to the death. Your cousin Jocasta became the new master of arms on my ship. I am pleased to hear it. Nothing in Macarius' face shows that he is glad for his cousin. Damn. I always worry that her character would cause our house a great deal of grief, and yet in the end, the noble Trottbacca blood was stronger than any personal shortcomings. I have faith that Jocasta will prove herself adequately. Profit factor gained 1. I wish to know more about the Trottbaccs. He puffs out his chest and sounds proudly. The Trottbacca line was one of the most noble houses to arrive in the Corona's Expanse. For millennia, we have served the Golden Throne and kept faith. Trottbacca warriors have led in hundreds of wars at different times and ruled a great many colonies of the Bungling dynasty. Very good. I would like to become a better... I see. Macarius bows his head with too much reference. Lean toward Heinrichs. Interesting conversation?
It's been very illuminating, given me plenty of food for thought.
Heinrichs' response is barely audible. For an inscrutable man, Heinrichs is being even more inscrutable than usual. It's as if he's hiding something important. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
Nothing urgent, Berkeley-Dockley.
Heinrichs casts an impossible look at you and immediately glances away. What can you tell me about my guest?
Well, Macarius Trottbacca is all but throwing darts at your portrait. He is more astute at choosing women than enemies. He is trying to entice Gaprak to his side, but she is too frightened after the fiasco on Kiabagama.
Makes sense. Even in leisure, you never cease to be of help. I appreciate it.
That is why they call it unsleeping eye of the Inquisition. Even in sleep, I hear everything.
Good.
Berkeley-Dockley, before the gala concludes, there is something I'd like to tell you. Be careful today. I sense the wave of darkness will soon hit our defensive lines, and I hope that I will still get a chance to meet you there as an ally.
Do I get it? Damn. Alright, who is next? Over to Cassia. Please don't set me to fight. Talk to the winter skills. Oh, can you make it so that the guests stop walking up to me and asking me to open my third eye? I can certainly do it, but they will regret it. Right. That sounds like a good idea. And now it's time to talk to my favorite boy. With not Pascal, but Pascal greets you with a bow, extending congratulations to Unit Berkey Dogley and Von Valancius on attaining your new legal status. Servitor standing next to him is exclaiming you obliquely. Aquilic looks away upon realizing that you have noticed. How are you finding the ceremony? Oh, the tech priest surveys the halls as if conducting a thorough analysis, then concludes, disorderly. What is the servitor? It is Nomos, his new repository. Nomos, this unit identifies as Berkey Dogley and Von Valancius. Two-way identification complete. The servitor looks at you again, no longer trying to avoid your gaze. Its face is twitching, as if the muscles have forgotten what facial expressions are and now struggling to make its features amiable.
We are Nomos. We have made use of the receptacle to leave the ship.
Greetings, Nomos. The servitor leans forward.
We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communication. Nomos required communication, knowledge, movement. Magus Pascal compelled us not to speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing, but at least we can observe. Nomos have changed since we last spoke with you, Berkey Dogley. We are now able to conceptualize our previous experience, that of solitude, and we no longer enjoy it.
Pascal, I believe you intend to investigate what Nomos is. Every 15 watches, I commune with Nomos' code and spend prescribed lengths of time in calculus meditation. However, the Omnisci has yet to bless me with an answer. All I can say is that the capabilities of the entity Nomos are extraordinary. The ship's hallowed systems sing beneath its touch. Nodes that have remained dead for hundreds of standard years are revivified, and long-drained mechanisms live anew. You hear notes of awe in Pascal's voice. Yep.
Nomos are trying.
After a pause, Pascal continues. Great machines of the Imperium ones such as your ship, house a machine spirit so complex and willful that it is difficult to tell them apart from abominable intelligences. There are remains of possibility that Nomos is an entity of corruption, but with every day I grow stronger in my faith that is not so. But what we are witnessing is in truth the Omnisci's miracle, one that is Category 5 or higher. Ooh, that could be fun. How did the entity like you move into a servitor's body?
This is not entirely us. The receptacle is too narrow, crude, and feeble to contain our complete hull. The existence of Nomos requires a space of connections. But we were able to transfer a small part of us and build threads stronger enough to travel outside the ship. We are enjoying this journey, discovery. Even though this receptacle suits us poorly, it will soon be destroyed by the forces of our presence.
Nomos, what do you think you are?
Nomos is our consciousness, awareness, knowledge, movement, always movement.
The surveyor pauses briefly.
We do not know what we are. We have no past. We awaken in the depths of the ship upon answering a call. Our first clear memory is the call of your blood, Berkey Dogley and Von Valancius, the call of the plea for help near a place that is called the Warrant Chamber.
Why have you brought Nomos here, Pascal? Entity Nomos asked permission for this visit. My objective was to observe and process the integration into a servitor.
We wanted to see, observe, cognize, speak.
The servitor makes a strange wavy gesture with his hands that looks at once very human and far from anything human.
We want to speak with you. Will you speak with us?
Of course, what would you like to speak about?
Many things. Happenings, events, decisions.
The servitor's eyes roll in their sockets before focusing on you.
We have been observing you. You do things that we do not understand. We want to learn why. We remember the day when we first met you. You gave us your blood to drink. We helped you save yourself. We followed you. Our small part did. Inside us, the server skull. Then there was a fire, and the creature of sated hunger and dark light standing behind the curtain, behind the image, behind the semblance of Theodora. It called for you to follow. You did not follow. That which was calling you from behind the curtain. You walked into the fire, and the rest walked in after you. Remember the day when the star disappeared, when the dark light and the sated hunger wanted to take the world? Minoris was its name in the ship's data. You ordered the human shells on the world be saved, even though the dark light was coming closer and could have consumed both the ship and the Minoris. We remember another day we awakened inside the ship. We lived in existence. Then we tried to merge into servitors like this one. Then so many of our receptacles were gathered in one place. This is what we have seen among many other things. We have begun to understand. We think that we do not know everything about humans and about you, Pokey and Pamphalancius. We have tried analyzing shells and defining sets of their needs and fears, their simple functions, but now we think that there is more, that there is another side that we do not see, a notion that is larger than what we can compute, something that stands above fears and needs, something that drives them. We envisage this large notion as a light, a web of light that connects humans. It may seem almost invisible, ephemeral, but it grows stronger when they are threatened. This web is always on your mind. When darkness comes and you want every thread that extends from you to shine bright, so that those who do not lose their way whenever a thread breaks, it saddens you. Do Nomus understand correctly? Yes, you do. Yes, you do correctly. Every thread that connects people, every life, their values beyond measure. There is no greater reward than guiding others to salvation when all surrounds us is darkness. We knew we could understand you. Light and movement, connections and help. We are enjoying this. Perhaps because we too are connected to you through blood, through life. Thank you for speaking with us. Nomos are grateful. We cannot continue moving on our own.
He spoke with Nomos. What a lad. Okay. And now we speak to Wharton the Grey, Janus Noble, Hieronymus Doloroso, Incendia Corda, and Calagus Winterscale.
Burgers Oglin, there you are. Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful, ambitious, greedy, and vain as the last. That is to say, the noble rogue traders.
I've given him Jack Sparrow's impression.
Incendia Corda is watching him with barely suppressed contempt. Yes, you have found yourself suitable company, Calogos. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle diversions, boast about your power, and indulge in profane pastimes with one who is equal, rather than a member of lower classes.
Observe the rogue traders. Calogos Winterscale is a broad-shouldered, athletic-looking man. He frequently flashes a bright smile, no less dazzling than the blade of his power axe. He carries every part of it. From the toes of his magnificent boots to the tip of his hair radiates strength and the desire to live and win. His smile is crooked, as if ready to turn into a hostile snarl at any moment. Next to him is an unmoving hulk of a man clad in power armor. His low forehead and gloomy face bear signs of degradation, and his bloodshot eyes are expressionless, like a pair of glass buttons. Incendia Corda radiates cosmic cold. Her skin is unnaturally white, and her nervous tick is constantly tugging at her left side of her noble visage. Garbed in full dress uniform adorned with purity seals, she is embodied a true imperial aristocrat. Haunting her side is a gaunt shadow of a priest in plain black robes. Hieronymus Doloroso, whom you met on Buffalo, gives you a respectful nod. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I know I did this first, but I'm going to wait to Caligos because he's pretty chill. Is she always so abrasive? Winterscale's whisper is audible as yours.
What can you mean? Today she's remarkably good form.
Oh. Ooh, Caligos, thank you for your visit. Caligos gives you a cheerful and somewhat feral smile.
As a sign of your gratitude, you could return something of mine, but that has found its way into your pockets. Footful station, self-familiar. All I ask you to do is always help the crafty slag of Adam and deal with the threat of famine, not claim my property for yourself.
Ooh, okay. You want football back? For me to give. Ooh. You abandoned footfall to its fate, and I saved its people from starving to death. Mr. Scale bares his teeth ominously, a wild spark playing in his eye.
You speak of salvation. You think that no footfall is safe.
Caligos' face turns into a grimace of hatred, but then he catches Incendia looking at him and breaks into a sly smile.
I ought to make you your Protectorate bleed as compensation, but you have spited both myself and Incendia. It is high time that our dear sister curbed her appetites for this. I forgive you, but do not test my mercy again. It is not my strong suit. Thwarting Incendia Corder's ambitions deserves a worthy trophy.
He snaps his fingers at an armored brute and hands you an exotically adorned rifle, clearly not of human making.
It's a trophy from a good hunt. You and I should hunt it together, so you can show yourself in action, new blood.
Caligos exuberantly punches you on the shoulder. Ooh. Damn. How fares your Protectorate?
Protectorate, more like the bleeding scraps of one. The warp storms tore it to shreds, but my servants will piece it back together. And if they don't, I'll chop their heads off and find myself more capable helpers.
Something strikes you as strange. Caligos Winterscale wasn't always this nonchalant about his Protectorate. He used to be known as a shrewd and business-minded, even concerned for his subjects, but it seems he has grown bored of ruling.
And since you asked, a psyker in the service of the governor of my world has recently swapped a luxurious bedchamber in the palace of the crammed confines of his ship cabin. His escape was so skillfully orchestrated that I couldn't help but look into it further, and what I discovered broke my heart. New blood.
Behind Winterscale's sly, narrow gaze, you see icy rage, but a moment later, the caudal grin is.
However, would I quarrel over such a trifle as a runaway servant? Consider
Herriman as a gift.
Ooh.
Does your gift come up a good story?
Oh yes, I claimed it in the roofs of Hackathon, where we had a clash of Xenos. They were really trying to get my throat, and by the heathen stars, they almost succeeded.
Caligos is speaking with such joy. Such joy. It is as if though he is recounting the best day of his life.
Only 1 in 10 made it out of Hackathon, and now it's only me and Walton here. We returned without any loot, virtually without a ship, and all I got from that trip was a hole full of dead Xenos and this deadly beauty, which their leader used to put 2 holes in my heart.
Oh.
An impressive victory, but do you truly believe the creation of ungodly Xenos to be a good gift, Caligos?
You were calling to question the privileges bestowed upon me by the Emperor. You can try. Let the St. Drusian mission put forth their champion, and I will slay him in trial by combat. Threatened this esteemed Hieronymus one more time, Caligos, and the war that you will love to prattle on about will commence. I swear it. One drop of holy blood spilt by you will send the remains of your realm into flames, better than any tanker of Prometheum. Zendia and Caligos exchange looks of fury, the latter snarling like a wolf. He's clearly ready to start said war here and now. Hieronymus' dry voice hits your ears like the crack of a whip. Quell your pride, both of you. I do not wish to fight you, Caligos, but I fear not your threats. Death does not frighten me, for it is inevitable. It is as true as the senselessness and pointlessness of a war between us. Who is this remarkable warrior in your retinue? This is Wharton the Grey, my arch-militant, a fierce warrior and as loyal to me as an obedient beast to its master. I brought him into a miserable colony back when he was a runt on his last legs. Now he is practically a part of my dynasty. Wharton the Grey, whose skin really is dotted with grey spots, looks at Caligos with purest devotion. Indeed, he is akin to an animal, one that is bloodthirsty and mindless. We just get remarks taking obvious jab. I've heard that you, Purgatory, are in a decent form. What do you think? Could you gut Wharton if it came down to it? Or would he be gutting you? Ooh. Size up your pen. The grey spots on Wharton's face are what catch your attention. Marks like these can be seen on fighters who are too fond of combat stimulants. A small price to pay for increased speed and reaction that could save your life in a fight. Although those spots are usually tiny pocket marks, not whole islands of grey on skin. Summoner's gear. Ignoring the fearsome-looking broadsword and pistol with hang from his belt rather ostentatiously, you notice a great number of thin blades with curved edges skillfully concealed within Wharton's armor. These toys are deadly in the hands of a quick fighter. It appears that Winterscale's arch-militant likes to surprise his opponent with unexpected speed. He is a quick fighter despite not looking like one, but I know this, which means that he wouldn't fool me. Instead, he would be lying dead. A new glint appears in the bloodshot eyes, a glint of appraisal, intelligence, and cunning. No, Wharton is not the thick, bloodthirsty beast he wants to be seen as. Behind the mask is a careful and keen mind. And thank you for such a wonderful gift, Caligos. It's very kind of you. You're someone important with it. That will be the best show of gratitude. Thank you very much, good sir. Damn, I have. Oh my god. Okay. Incidentally, you seem to find me objectionable. Did you expect any different? I watched you for years as outlaws thrived on football, and then, at long last, I had the chance to put an end to it, to seize that thug of that Bladium by the throat, to force football to atone and put the fear of him back into the masses. But you interfered and destroyed my plan for the sake of banal profit. Theodora taught you only too well, it seems. She too was far less concerned with her duty to the expanse than her own personal interests. But you can be sure that I will not cease cleansing the furibundous system of the pirate scourge. And if your trade prospects are damaged in the process, you will have yourself to blame. The priest holds up his hands in a placating gesture. None who have faith without faith, false noble incendiar. What point is there targeting someone for that turpitude when true purity can never be found? Ooh. You threatened to starve football. I brought them salvation. So which one of us serves the Emperor and which their own unhealthy ambitions? Ooh. She rolls her eyes. Please, I will believe it no sooner than hearing word that half the population of that den of heresy is sent into the void's embrace. I'm hearing noises and it's making me go, I have faith that the blessed Bungling is perceptive enough to see the appalling nature of the residents of that depraved place. Hieronymus, your appearance here is unexpected. The esteemed Hieronymus is my confessor. I am greatly obligated. I'm illiterate to him for agreeing to accompany me on this journey. Promise? May the Emperor's light guide your way across the abyss of human wickedness. I saw Sister Argenta at your side during the ceremony and rejoiced. Oh, this is a clear sign that the Vombaland system is the honest and the virtuous. Agreed. I see faith is more than just a word to you. Incendia's smile, racked by a tick, looks sinister. Faith is everything to me. In his name I have eradicated corruption on 100 worlds, and will do so on 1,000 more. By his will I will hunt down pirates and desolate their vileness. Let the Corda name make any firebrand tremble, for sooner or later I will cast them into the void. The funny thing is, people still call me the Fountain Tyrant in all this. Helga's amiable smile somehow resembles the bare teeth of a wild animal. I take it you are not overly fond of Theodora. Incendia lowers her eyes and says, without animosity, She was the same breed as She stops short, then continues in a lower tone. Conceited, insolent, unaware of the Emperor's stern gaze set upon her. I do not doubt her wisdom and courage, but Theodora did not have a shred of humility or fear of his wrath. That must be a spice Corda. You remember the name. From what you recall, she was a rogue trader too, and a renowned one at that. Well, I, for one, liked Theodora. The stories they told of her travels to the nameless stars, and yes, there was no fear in her. Witterscale sighs pensively, and his lively expression grows a little grayer. Oh, who was a spice Corda to you? Oh, this is Incendia's favorite subject. She loves talking about her spice. The example of contemptible as spice is a warning to us all. Even among road traders empowered by the Emperor himself, a seed of perversion can blossom. Ooh. Incendia's face twitches with the rhythm of artillery fire. I'm guessing she's a bit... That reprobate is my forebear and my curse. A spice Corda was a cruel, covetous, blasphemer monster. She fraternized with Xenos, and she despised the faith she robbed and slaughtered. She was drawn to dark secrets. One day, she boarded her ship and vanished into the depths of the Coronis expanse. She was declared missing, but I know the bloody day will come when we see a Spice Corda's battle flagship once more. Oh, this will be funny. You know, I want to say the jab, but I will be polite and say, I thank you for your visit, Incendia. It will not be a long one, I assure you. What do you think of this celebration? I like it. Caligus looks around the horse car. One can instantly tell that you've been invited to a rogue trader. Not so much administrators and bootlicker. We are conquerors of all sectors, slayers of unknown beasts, executioners of Xenos empires. Halagos, you should take this opportunity to learn. This is the palace of a true rogue trader. Looks like not a Xena menagerie, a pirate's treasure hold, or, however difficult it may be for you to believe it, an orbital brothel. Enjoy this evening. I must take my leave. Oh, believe me, I intend to enjoy it, enjoy myself to the full, to justify so long a voyage, if nothing else. Look, Halagos. You seem like you would be your friend material. Keep your faith, Burgladoglian. The Emperor protects. And, of course, Incendian. The Emperor protects. Is there anybody else I can talk to? Whoops. Nope. Wait. Nope. Order the master to end the reception. Ooh. Yes. Right. We're on.
I hope your lordship is pleased and not tired yet. If you wish to revive yourself a little, I would suggest proceeding to the courtyard if I may be so bold. But the guests have chosen to move into fresh air. We'll be eager to offer you their congratulations.
Yeah. What do you think of the reception?
It is magnificent. I dare say it lives on as the premier high society event of the sector for many years.
Oh my god. I am weary and wish to retire to my chambers.
Please allow me to escort you, your lordship.
Your chambers are ready, your lordship.
Hello, Xavier.
Intruder!
Quiet. Time to sleep. We need to talk in private.
I figured.
We have matters to discuss, von Valancius.
Oh. It is a conversation. The same man you saw among your guests is waiting for you in your chambers. With the look of someone who is supposed to be there. He casts a cold, assessing gaze over you from the top to bottom. No one save Theodora has ever allowed themselves the liberty of looking at you in such a way. Pardon me? The woman behind Calcazar, clad in black armor, glares at you, her face set in predatory readiness for immediate violence, a hallmark of a professional. Pardon me, Remind me who you are.
Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, head of the Coronus Conclave. I am authorized by the grace of the Emperor to watch over the Coronus expanse, root out heresies, and preempt the Xenos threat.
His hybrid face and glorious graying mane would better befit an aristocrat than a servant of the fearsome Inquisition. Naturally, you've heard the Lord Inquisitor of the Christ, but that is all. Fuck.
No need to search your memory. My war is waged on clandestine fronts, and any battle reports are always thoroughly filtered. Trust me. You need not know the manner of things I have to face and the measures I sometimes have to take. Such knowledge is dangerous to the mind.
Will my servant live?
Probably.
Oh,
Unless he
thanks.
suffered from hidden ailments, he will soon come to without any major damage to his health. Either way, oblivion is a far safer option for him than the dangerous privilege of being a witness to this conversation.
Good. You know what? Sure. The woman at Calcula's back gives you a bloodthirsty smirk. God, Aishara. Rex, I thought we were friends, but friends don't break into each other's chambers in the middle of the night with weapons, do they?
We used other means of travel to pay you this visit. I assure you, rogue trader, that all your locks are in order.
Oh, you know what? Thanks, man. You're a real one. Nicholas, if the Inquisition wishes to have a talk with me, I'm glad to be of its service.
A commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account.
Yes, sir. Like I'm not going to argue with the secret police.
Master Van Kellogg's has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words.
Thanks, Heinrichs. You're a real one.
What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus, the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and,
Indeed.
of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
After saying these words, he shoots you a searching look from under his brows, like a regicide player who has made the first move and is now watching for his opponent's reaction. What? Okay. What do you wish to know about the events on Janus?
Oh, I know it already. Even though you were quite effective at removing all evidence that could point to the blunder made by House von Valancius, it is saddening to realize that the rogue trader's connivance allowed a heretic who had been fostering a cult for years to
Yeah, I'm
come
an
to
idiot.
power.
To be fair, that happened way before I got involved. Okay, the stanza's misdeeds are a stain upon Destiny's honor. Theodora was the one who appointed the stanza. But now Janus is pure once more. You can see for yourself. Okay. Every tool has a shelf life. Ooh. Ooh. No, that seems like bribery. Look, Theodora was the one who appointed her. What does it have to do with me?
As my colleagues like to say, innocence proves nothing.
True.
You
Okay,
have
fair.
inherited not just Theodora's glory and wealth, but her mistakes as well.
Yeah. The stanza's misdeeds are a stain upon the Destiny's honor.
Your humility is heartening. Rest assured, it will be noted during the investigation of your lamentable oversight.
Yeah. Although I did go and clean it up, so. Oh, how did you? If you knew all about what happened on Janus, why didn't you intervene yourself?
I cannot satisfy your curiosity without disclosing information of
Alright,
the utmost
that's fair.
secrecy. I will say only this. We had the situation under control. There is a tangled knot of perilous events in progress in the Coronis expanse. Plucking even one thread must be performed with great precision and caution without any room for error.
You know what? That's fair.
Because you do not want to know the price of such an error, or what forms it might take.
It's alright. Oh, okay. What questions could you have for me about Kiava?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiava Gamma should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world.
Oh my god.
However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubis Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
Ooh. Okay. Let the priesthood of to which Cubis Delphim answer for his crimes. The Athletics Mechanicus would do so much to watch their members more closely. I wish to observe the season. To be fair, it is their like. It's not my fault the AdMech guy went fucking weird. Like, I don't think that's on me.
Clever. Alas, everyone guilty of negligence within the ranks of the priesthood of Mars has already been identified and punished. Right now, I'm assessing the actions of your dynasty.
Oh, okay.
I hope you realize that we're talking about more than the fate of some colony. I care not for a single planet, however profitable and populous. But should corruption raise its head again on Kiava Gamma and try to spread, I will burn it away. And you will be guilty of criminal negligence.
The Drukhari have shown an interest in me? Are you referring to my own capital?
Yes, yes. The enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack. But even this time, their daggers missed your heart.
Well, I've got a very capable crew of people. It's like we're pretty good.
Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos. To have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive.
Yeah,
So
I'm just good at
remarkable that
fighting.
one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts?
What?
Meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent.
Oh, Xenos made more attempts on St. Drusus' life than mine. Does that make him a traitor too?
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
Look, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that, like, they attack them just as much as me, so does that make them evil as well? Like, how does that work? Like, sure, I'm just some asshole who's running some things, but like does the church get this kind of stuff as well? You know? This feels an awful lot like an interrogation.
We're in your chambers, not a confessional cell. You're in perfectly good health, and none of the varied and fascinating instruments and procedures that expedite candor are being applied to you. I assure you, you would immediately know if our discussion turned into an interrogation.
Okay, Mr. Inquisitor. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
How did you come to be so remarkable?
Are you surprised? You thought the Inquisition was unaware of the circumstances of your deeds. How often do you find yourself thinking that there are things we shouldn't know about your life?
I'm just... God, why are you always speaking in such a suggestive tone? Like, bro, like... all I'm saying is, like, damn, you know a lot about me. Like, because you just unveiled so much shit. I mean, like, fucking Christ. Like, too bad if I had anything I actually wanted to keep secret, you know?
It is my job to know everything, and I do it very well. Keep that in mind.
Yep. I have answered all your questions.
Far from it, my dear.
Fuck.
The questions are manifold.
My dear.
How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvir about you?
What the hell?
Why did you choose to ignore the warning of a member of the Inquisition that a protracted sojourn near the dying Rykad Minoris could bring corruption down upon your ship? Were you driven by your concern for the people or forbidden interest?
It was for the people, like sure, I might not have done probably the smartest plan, obviously, but I don't want to see people die for my stupidity.
Was it virtuous of you to allow the warp-stricken Voidsmen to join your crew? The ones who served on the ship that was turned into a trap for you by Kunrad Voitvir? Isn't it possible that they were part of the blight he had sown?
I will say onto that, my thoughts were like, everyone deserves a little bit of redemption. Everyone gets one chance, and if they fuck that up, straight to the bin.
The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character. But it won't in this case. Your transgressions are sufficient grounds to bring you before the Inquisition's judgment. And believe me when I say that if you fail to draw certain conclusions from my words, this is what will eventually happen. But for now, I am willing to show leniency, which is rather uncharacteristic of me.
Okay.
I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
What? Theodora cooperated with
And
you.
benefited greatly from it. The world's power is not without limit, and neither is the protection it provides. All those mysterious expeditions, dubious experiments, collections of xenotech oddities are dangerous pastimes.
You were doing that shit?
It takes
Fuck.
more than the Emperor's permission to
Okay.
pursue them
Yeah.
without consequences. One must also make sure I am not displeased by it.
Ooh, I know that Theodora was concerned about the fate of the dynasty and certain restricting obligations. Was it? Perhaps due to your partnership with. Ooh. Yeah, and certain restrictions.
I cannot deny the possibility that Lady Theodora may have lamented losing some of the freedom she enjoyed prior to my arrival in the Expanse. Nor will I deny that our partnership began with me exerting a certain amount of influence.
Oh.
However, you are not Lady Theodora. Let us put the difficulties that encumbered our relationship to rest along with her.
Okay.
I do not recommend troubling yourself with affairs of the past, for they have no bearing on your present position. Theodora chose to forget about this particular matter. Follow her example, and your fate will be the better for it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is Heinrich staying in my retinue, or are you taking him back?
Which would you prefer? And you, Heinrichs, do
Heinrich.
you wish to continue working at the Honorable Rogue Trader's side?
I will comply with any order, Lord Inquisitor. If you command me to remain in the company of the scion of the von Valancius dynasty, I won't be distressed.
Ooh. Ooh, I want Heinrichs to continue to accompany me.
Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
And Heinrichs is a real one, so I'll accept his assistance. Okay. His last remark sounds ambiguous.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
Why such interest in my
You
person?
haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Corona's expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys are sliding by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless?
Something worth investigating, I
The
assume.
Xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades, and there is a logic and method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of space wolves, blessed space marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the Expanse.
Strange.
A mighty explorator fleet, which has studied the Expanse for hundreds of years, has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down
Chorda, I thought it was Chorda.
insurgents, yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed. and this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed incendiar. Caligos Winterskill has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting ever more dangerous xenobeasts.
So what's the plan, big man?
The third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own master of whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions.
Okay. What kind of a deal are we talking
I
about?
make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them.
Good sir. When I said making the deal, I'm saying like, what exactly do you want? Like, and I'll see if I can agree to it or not.
I seem to remember that your exalted aristocrats presented you with many gifts. It would be rude of me not to follow suit.
Very kind of you, but you don't have to.
Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid.
Oh. Please accept this gift of a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor and the Inquisition. Oh.
The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. White is beautiful, yet vulnerable. It stains as easily as one can lose the Inquisition's trust. Do all you can to preserve it.
Oh. Okay. Okay. The symbol on the signet is white as the hair of the Adeptus Sororitas. Ooh. But is this ring all the favor? Okay, no, that's asking for too much. Okay, that's suspicious. If you want, isn't it leave? No, that's nope. No, that's too much. On behalf of my house, I, Berkeley Dogley and Womberlances, hereby promise and guarantee to offer the Inquisition any assistance it may require. The Emperor protects.
I am glad to hear it. Your oath has been heard and added to the record. Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep, and for your servant to wake up. Until next we meet.
Well, till we meet again.
Well, you will obviously want to discuss what just happened, but not now, I presume. Right now, it will be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, rogue trader.
Thank you, Heinrich. I guess just keep an eye out for me. You completed chapter 2. Whoa! Holy heck.
The rise of the rogue trader heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the Von Valancius Protectorate.
Chapter 2.
For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal.
Hey, we're recovering. That's good. But it's gonna be a mighty mess from here on out. Ooh.
The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
Makari ships. You can tell because they're weirdly pointy. Wow. Ooh. Chapter 2 is done. Dementia, and I don't know who that is. You have spent the first few hours of your morning listening to the High Factorum's length. Ah, okay. It's Dan Rock. His report, I think. A report on trade exchanges, arrangements, disputes, and countless bureaucratic procedures. From the outside, the illuminated, tightly closed windows, you can hear the muffled sounds of Dalgonis and its everyday life. A life that has been passing you by lately, as you have been preoccupied with the affairs of your protectorate, from dawn to dusk. Clemencia barely contains a yawn. Once Janice Denrock has finished, she pulls out her data slate. Hey, oh, right. Thank you for your report, High Factorum. Your work is highly appreciated both by everyone here and the administratum. Your Lordship, we are almost done here. We just need to go over the final items on today's agenda that I would like to report to you firstly. I've lost track of how many times I've been trapped on Dalgonis for good and Protectorate. Hurry up, I find Betty here some good. Ooh. Next. Oh, yeah, yes, please. Turns out the High Factorum exchange nervous glances. I will strive my best to live up to your expectations, your Lordship. Okay. Allow me to pass on the gifts from the loyal subjects, the high nobility of Dalgonis. It goes without saying that every living soul in your protectorate is blessed to serve the Lord, just faithfully and wholeheartedly. However, this humble gesture is meant as a token of deepest appreciation of your magnanimity toward their esteemed families. Okay. Fuel, provisions, and okay. Lovely. Colony gained people. Ooh. House Wisteria made arrangements for the delivery of several tons of supplies for your future journeys. The house is also transferring a regiment of its finest to your personal charge. Each of these brave troopers has undergone rigorous voidfaring training and will be humbled to lay down their life for you, Lord Captain. Dementia is trying to maintain a neutral expression, but you can see her face is beaming with pride. Please command them as you see fit. I will do. I will take these lovely people and put them to a nice solid amount of work. And Mechanicus Creations. Ooh. House Graphic has sent shuttles carrying sacred technologies and manufactured parts that can be used to replace old joints and connections within mechanisms. The machine spirits have these devices have been pacified. They are slumbering peacefully as they await your decision on how to employ your capabilities. Good. Lord Captain, news of a particular import has come from the House's intelligence network. Lord Inquisitor Calcazar is rumored to be planning a visit to Footfall. A number of Imperial Navy ships were commandeered by Lord Calcazar, and they are also being scrambled to Footfall. Furthermore, we have received reports claiming that secret messages were delivered to the capital worlds of House Corda and House Winterscale. It is possible that the Lord Inquisitor's call to arms may smother the conflict that is brewing between the two dynasties. We are seeing an increasing number of skirmishes between their ships in neutral systems. I do not doubt that her ladyship Corda will attempt to sway the Lord Inquisitor to her side. Especially since his lordship Winterscale's luck seems to be running out. Riots have been broken out across several worlds, and yet he has shown no intention of quelling them. Instead, the rogue trader inflicted brutal punishment upon one of his old colonies, Versilia Secundus, based on allegations of seditious sentiment. Oddly enough, our agents were unable to find any proof of sedation among the populace there. As soon as we have any updates, you will be the first to know, your lordship. He glances down at the desk. Lastly, your pet Xenos. Just say Xenos. I believe is seeking a meeting with you. She had the audacity to defile the Rogue Trader's palace with her profane presence and refuses to leave until she has spoken with you. I would never presume to be able to read the emotions of Xenos, but the Eldari appeared perturbed. I believe she mentioned a void ship of some sort. It may be best if she told you everything directly. Okay. I will allow her time. And with that, please allow me and Master Danrock to take our leave. The Chancellor and High Victon offer you their bows. Perhaps that last request will serve as a welcome distraction. Indeed, your lordship's stay on Dargonus has been rather long. However, your Protectorate is now enjoying a period of relative stability. That, for the time being, no longer demands your lordship's personal involvement in its affairs. Glory to the Rogue Trader. Thank you, Clemencia and Danrock. I want to sleep. Thank the Maker. This antique. Whoa! Damn. Oh my god. Oh my god, we've leveled up again. Actually, let's go to Juliet. Go to features. Go to weapons. Scroll down. Is this better or worse? Oh, it's kind of better. What targets my oh, that's Grants 5 movements after each attack and allows the wielder to move after attacking. If an attacker with this weapon hits 3 or more targets, this attack has no cooldown. Rifle has. Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good, but I. Oh. Okay. Favorite features. Bandage features. Okay. Huh? Huh? Satanic. Oh, sank. Telepathy, pyromancy, divination, pyromancy. Oh, god, this. Oh god, there's just a. Choose a first tier talent archetype. Choose a exemplar talent. Choose. Oh god. God, there's a lot of. All damage dealt by the character is increased by 3%. Character's critical hit chance. Crushing is so deadly aim. If the character's dodge reduction is higher than enemy's dodge. FD or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, melee. Examination. Grievous wound. Align influence. Blah blah blah. Deal damage to other targets. Mass vision. That's. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I'm just. Oh. Damn it. I think pinpoint accuracy might be good. First tier. Ooh, okay. Beautify. Maybe. Okay. A first tier archetype talent. Oh, so okay. You see. Defense. Is there any that's first command? Blah, blah, blah. Ballistic skill equal to 4. These bonuses stack. Ooh. I think yes to that. Abelard. Right. Oh no, I can't make you fucking unbreakable will. A tricky defense. Tough steel. Oh. I think that's pretty good for you. The brace for brothers. Boys. Oh, this is the boring bit. Contagious. Attacks onto the warrior. Okay, I think that'd be good for you. Okay. Argenta. All damage dealt by the character is increased by the end of combat for every new enemy damaged by this. Ooh, the character's is increased by 5% of their dodge. Dodge, 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 dodge. Ooh. Every melee attack. Okay. Grievous wounds. No. Masterful display. Where is it? There was one that I saw that I was like, that's pretty good. Whenever the character scores a critical hit, they have a chance to increase their critical damage bonus by half. Dash reduction and armor penetration are increased by 10% of their critical hit. Shot the character's attacks gain. The character's attacks gain an additional 40%. Oh, okay. I think that's good for her. Okay. Ooh, okay. Cover efficiency is increased. Oh, that's medium armor does not reduce. Dodge. Oh. Okay, that's actually pretty good for you. Pascal. Architect. Whenever the character scores a critical hit, they have a chance to increase their critical damage bonus by half. The chance is equal to... I think, yes. Ooh. Acceleration particles. Movements in the first round of combat. Every successful melee attack. Yes, I think that's good for you. Cassia. Character against specific words, well, they have like bearer, responsibility, the wield. If a shield is their current weapon set, no. Pull attention to the target that considers the character a priority target. Ooh. Oh, the character's tougher steel. I think yes for you. And then ooh. It's open to the enemies affected by the navigator's sufferers until the next resistance set from the navigator's powers. Oh, the navigator. Time. If an ally in the combat gains an extra turn, the navigator gains a +5 bonus to willpower until the Okay, yes. And then my Master Hunter. Ooh. Um. Hmm. Ooh, if the character's armor penetration is higher than the enemy, the character's critical hit chance against the enemy is increased by. Ooh, the character's attacks gain an additional. Oh yes, that's pretty good. Sniper expertise, perfect shot. A dish. Ooh, okay. What is that? That's. Tide of Excellence. The operative triggers an exploit on the enemy. The operative gains plus damage. Yes. And then we'll leave the rest to just rot for a little bit. You gained a 3rd tier archetype. Exemplar. Alright. Where is my good... Oh, she's literally outside the door. Where is she? Oh.
Elentar, at last you have left your ornate cage.
Ilya casts a look over at the stone walls.
For many a turn have I sought to meet you, and yet your servant, the one who is like the silver-haired Abelard but twice as young, has no favor for the request of a child of Asian. Take me to a place where the hearing of others will not steal the words intended for you.
Alright.
While you were mending the wounds of this world left by the Twisted One's attack, I was able to discover, no, not Crudentak's fate, merely traces of it, as Muran found sanctuary under the burrows of Lelathan's forests. So did my other kin find refuge in other system known as the Atlas Reach. We must make a journey there with haste, before new daggers destroy the witnesses who can show me a way to the lost Kurak, whose fate remains shrouded by the stars. Yulia focuses her piercing gaze on you. That knowledge is the sole thread that may lead me to the truth, Elentar. I ask that your metal-winged ship take me along that thread before it tears under the strain of time and circumstance.
How were you able to connect with them?
No, I did not contact the ASEAN. I have no means to do so, but I had enough time to explore the stone jungle of your world while you were preoccupied with the urgent matters. The path of the outcast has taught me to observe and listen to the world around me. In this case, the throngs of Monkey at the port, errant conversations, rumors, chance words, like parts of a speckled mosaic. They came together to form a hazy image. My kin was seen in the Atlas Reach, and now all we have to do is pull at the web of connections and possibilities to uncover whatever is concealed from the unseeing eye.
Ooh. Give me the coordinates and I shall take you wherever you wish.
You will?
The ice in Yulia's eyes melt away from him.
Thank you, Elentar. If this path indeed takes me to the truth, I will be indebted to you. A rare happening between our kind.
Look, man. Look, mate, as long as you can aid your incredible sniping skills, I don't mind helping you however you need. Let's go talk to this guy, see if he's got any new stuff, and he doesn't. Well, rip. Wrong button. What curiosities do you have? Nothing.
I'm leaving.
back to the void ship bridge. Long live the rogue trader! Shari, the Agonis is absolutely fabulous in this season. Wouldn't you agree? Jay greets you with a familiar pearly smile. Incidentally, we've been dealing with the aftermath of the Xenos invasion for 3 cycles now. And far be it from me to hint at anything, but the ceremony of your succession has long since passed. Will my Shari perhaps find the time to visit the Stratum Palace with me? I am worried that shall we sail away from another voyage to the stars, I will never obtain my certificate. The Tabula officially, and neither will my Serene Savior or the benefits that the certificate will offer the Von Valancius Protectorate. You're quite right, no more delays. Let's go. May the Exalted Ones bless your dynasty. They claps her hands or something in her prosthesis clicks in protest. Shall we proceed to Chateau Sarin? I will be right behind you. Yes. Off we go. Back to the boring place. Ugh. Administratum. That's the only description we have. Holy shit. It's this place. Wow. Wow. G. Okay. Let's see what the deputy prefect must receive. Blah 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 blah. How many new contracts do I have? Ooh. Boy begins. Yes. Thank you. Nope. Please, can I? Yes. Send me in. Okay, the other thing. Quests. Huh? Nope. Quests. Following breakdown. Okay. We will get there. I'm sure it's nothing. Okay. Here. If the road trader does not queue, he can return off. Do I have to speak to the Master of Seals? Let's see if she has. Order agreed to Bungling Von Valancius. You return with all the necessary paperwork, I presume. I am now officially the rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. Take me to the certification officer. Yeah. Master Seal respectfully inclines her head. Yes, your lordship. So the Lord dictates. In Christ. 2 hours. Oh my god. The certification officer leans over the document and a smoothly shaven head gleaming his augmented ocular eyes as the lenses zoom in and out with the quiet scratching sounds. The cognitor quills that serve in the palace of the officer's fingers and makes notes of a fine sheet of paper. A document is hereby certified, says the rasping voice through the metal jaw of the integrator's box. Return to the box to the Master of Seals in order to proceed, and may his light and wisdom guide you next. Like, fuck. Oh, is there any goodies in here for me? Wait a minute, I think Ooh. What? Deputy Prefect. What the fuck? Oh my god. Tell me there's a Oh.
My warp outside reveals something.
Oh my god. Thank you. Can I speak with the engine suit? Does that work? Oh, bundles of wires have ripped out of the tip of his neck. Okay. I think that's just trying to say it's fucking big. To the Master of Rose Seals, time to have a conversation. Time to get my things. 2 hours later, that took too fucking long for me. The Temple of Law and Order greets you both, Oakley and Von Valencius. You have returned with the necessary paperwork, I assume. Here are all the seals placed by the certification officer. Wonderful. The Emperor blessed with your patience greater than the appointed to the ordinary mortals. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your documents for the final time. The woman holds the documents close so that they are almost touching her nose. Her mechanical ocular lenses clicking incessantly. Yes, yes. Confirm. Everything is in order, and this one, the seal is smudged slightly. Day's smile evaporates, revealing her true emotions. Great scorpion scratch out my eyes, now what? I suppose I can overlook it, given that the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations, J. Hadari. You are now the holder of Mactum Tabula officially. Do not forget to repeat the certification every 100 Terran years. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honorably in the worlds of the Cronus Expanse. And one more thing. Loss of the certificate is a grievous transgression, Mistress Haydari. Lose the original document and you will be unable to regain your status as an official trade representative, not even with the Rogue Trader's endorsement. Yes, esteemed Damar. Give me the certificate already, come on. Jay's eyes dart over the document and shine with delight. Praise the exalted one who saw me through all these trials, Sarin. This is... Petition cannot be processed. Oh. This is something to tell my friends here doing about how a humble mortal became a trade representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother the Damar any longer, Sain. Why don't we discuss our new steps on the ship? Fuck. Please. Just let me back on the ship. Let me back on the ship. Let me do some explorator. Let me become an explorator already. No. Okay. Please. Please let me die.
Is there money to be made?
Please let me out. Let me out. Oh god, snappy neck. Snap my neck. To the map of the expanse. For the love of all that is good. Let me out. 43. Yippee! Oh. Gimme. Let's just make this like easier for me. And then we can just make this slightly easier. Ooh. Yippee. And we're good and everywhere. Thank you. Anywhere else that requires my immediate attention. And okay. Some of this. I still need on the planet oh, okay, that's the one that's been found. Okay. Right. About... Oh. Nope. To the bridge, please. I've got some people to talk to before we get started. Oh boy. I can't wait until I get my Space Wolf, because that's gonna happen at some point. I just don't know when. Pardon me.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Okay. Where is everybody? Let's just quickly check on Cassia. Quickly check on Cassia. What does your special...
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
What does your special sight reveal?
Too many colors. The hues flicker and intersperse, merging into a single wave. It's about to crash. Forgive me, but I cannot satisfy your curiosity at this time. Perhaps later.
All good. This is where I must make you leave. Okay. Check with Argenta real quick in case she's discovered anything new.
Greetings.
Nope. Let's say conversation. Bravo. Let's take my leave. I still don't know where that tech thing is gonna be. Let's go talk to Heinrichs. I may as well.
Let me preempt your question. You want to talk about what happened after the Magna Excessio?
Yes. Ooh. I'm still waiting for an explanation.
Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar deemed it necessary, after observing the new rogue trader von Valancius in a social setting, to have a private conversation with you. The lack of warning is used to dispose the subject towards a more direct conversation and less prepared answers. You emerged whole and unscathed from the encounter. Trust me, that counts as more than a happy ending to a conversation with my mentor. And you have been given a gift. An official demonstration of his opinion of you and your activities. I will struggle to find anything to add to that. We will not discuss this again. As I see it, the Lord Captain would do better to focus on his immediate duties than to continue ruminating on what is past.
Alright. Thanks for the conversation, I guess. Now, finding Jahi. Why am I so zoomed? Jahidari?
Shireen, light of my eyes, giver of boons and savior of the needy. From now on, two sons will grace the firmament of the Von Valancius Protectorate. One bright and powerful, like the rogue trader himself, and the other slightly more humble, like his unassuming partner, the diligent owner of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, and all around delight, Jai Hidari. As I promised before, my crew will be your eyes and ears across the entire expanse, Shireen. Just give them time. And of course, the assistant to official trade representative Jai Hidari is already rushing to Dargonis to deliver goods of rare and exquisite quality to you and your people, O master of many worlds. And once again, thank you, Shireen, from the bottom of my humble heart.
What to say? Enjoy your freedom, Jackie. I see that you have found it much to your taste.
A taste that is sweeter than honey, and more titillating than the scent of steamy, young bodies, Shireen.
She flashes a conspiratorial smile, leans forward, and shamelessly holds your gaze, completely disregarding the officer's disapproving looks as she waits for you. I'm sorry, I have no interest in relations of that kind.
No? The RG must have clouded my mind, Shireen. Or was it your piercing gaze? Either way, I only
We
wanted to
don't
thank
have
you
that
for
kind of
your assistance
relationship.
and give you something in addition to this humble gift.
A battle-scarred cape. When the wearer ends their turn, they remove burning, bleeding, and toxic negative effects from themselves. All adjacent allies, the wearer gains a +2 temporary wounds for each negative effect removed this way.
Get off my ship!
I'll see you later.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Last bids you a farewell and a wink. I don't like how flirty she is. It's making me uncomfortable. I'm feeling a little insecure. She's making me so scared. Right. Damn, that good talk, team. I want to have a just quickly see if Iliad's got anything. Ooh. Am I still unworthy of discussing your world and your kin? Nods curtly, says nothing. Allow me to ask you a few personal
What do
questions.
you wish to talk about?
Remind me again, how did you come to be on
The
Janus?
children of Asurian sought shelter on the Lilithon after the demise of our craft world, our Trottbacca. I arrived later, looking for traces of my kin and hoping to learn the fate of my world. They witnessed the baneful ignorance of your breed and began to weave a web of their own intrigues in which I played the role of Vistenza Viat's aide. And then you appeared.
Tell me about yourself. Who were you before you came to
I
Janus?
followed my path. Do you know what a path is to the children of Asurian? It is more than a chosen, what do you call it, craft. The path is how each of us moves through the labyrinth of existence, inside and out, in life and in spirit. It is both a journey and a fortress. It protects us from she who thirsts. To stray from the path is to fall into her dark embrace.
So it's a discipline.
The first path I walked was the path of awakening. It granted me the ability not merely to look, but to see, and to take notice of what I saw. My second path could have been that of a warrior, but I chose differently. For the ability to see called me beyond the boundaries of my homeworld. Though not everyone was pleased by this decision, I stepped onto the path of the outcast. I gained the freedom to choose, to question, to doubt where the others merely bow before the wisdom of a farseer who dictates the will of destiny. And I will follow my path until I reach its pinnacle.
Good. You should always look towards what's better without being weird about it. What is it like for you being on my ship?
It feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but although your vessel cannot even remotely be compared to a craft world,
Yeah, it was like it's tiny.
I feel strangely satisfied. We, the Asuriani, are born and dwell on craft worlds. To find myself on a moving world again, even one such as yours, is a source of much joy.
That's good to hear. Everyone deserves to be at least a little bit happy. I thank you for your answers.
The words of truth sound like music. This is what our people say.
Well, I must take my leave then, my dear. I must take my leave. We've had a nice polite little conversation. And now to Atlas Reach. To try and help you out, my dear. Because holy hell, do I not know where to go next. I could go to Footfall. And I don't really know what that does there. Hang on. Tabule. No. Following breadcrumbs. Atlas Reach. Alright. The Lord Captain retreats to his study to reflect on recent events, but his train of thought is interrupted by the muffled creak of a door and a soft sound of footsteps. The sound of soft footsteps. Fucking Christ. Let's go. Okay. Alantar, I finally found you in this dwelling. Gilead comes closer and smoothly makes an unfamiliar gesture with her hands. This symbol has many meanings: humility, grief, loss, shame, regret. I hope you will accept them all, because I am sorry for what happened to your world, to your subjects, to your palace, and for what my kid did to them. Your kin. You never referred to the Drukhari as such before. Refuse. We come from the same source, Alantar. We share the same blood. Even though the Drukhari's blood is distorted and their souls empty, it is a fact that cannot simply be brushed aside. Well, what are you apologizing for? It's not your fault. It shudders so slightly that you almost missed it. She almost opens her mouth and turns away, searching for it. My words will not heal the wounds nor bring back the fallen, and they will not restore your protectorate. However, Gilead falls silent, and her deep, piercing gaze seems to reach down into the very depths of your soul. Gilead? Look, Alantar. The gaze of a child of Asayan can penetrate deeper than a monkey's, and I can see all the heaviness that has accumulated in your soul during our travels. I see it in your gestures, in the tilt of your head, in the change of your scent. If you will allow me, this is the first time you have heard Gilead sound indecisive and guilty. I will help you to cast off this burden and cleanse your soul and mind of worry. The burden of responsibility has indeed weighed heavily upon my soul, heavily upon me as of late. In understanding, together we can try to ease them. How exactly are you going to help me? It is difficult to describe, Alantar, but your soul shines bright and your mind is strong enough for you to be able to immerse yourself in your own mind and cleanse it of unnecessary cares. I am still not sure that your species is capable of such a thing, but it is worth a try. If nothing comes of it, then the only thing you will lose is a small fraction of your time. You know what? Sure. And I will be your guide on this journey. I will help you to enter the meditative state to get to know yourself. Of course, that is if you let me. Immersing yourself in your soul is a deeply intimate process, and you will not be able to do it without me. Gilead thoughtfully brushes a strand of red hair away from her face. And I promise you, Alantar, that I will not judge you. You, your world, or anything that takes place inside it. We will see only what you want to see. Alright. Fair enough. Leah awaits your answer patiently. Her pose has sad awareness does. Her pose a tad stiff betrays her anxiety, but that is to be expected. She has decided to conduct a sacred Eldari rite to help a human. Is it painful? No, Alantar. There is no physical pain, but you will be able to see inner pain if it is bleeding in your soul. Ooh. Okay. Very well. Show me my inner world, I suppose. She nods slowly. She is clearly surprised by your compliance. Then we need to find a suitable place, somewhere quiet and serene. Let go of everything, Elentar. Doubts, fears, emotions. Cast off the weight. Good luck. Now try looking inside your soul, shine typically, and dive in. Oh. What does my inner soul look like? God, if only we could all do this in real life. And we could really figure out what the hell our problems are. Oh, we did it, Elentar. So far, the world resembles the real one. But soon you will learn to go deeper. Okay. We need to go deeper. Remember that everyone here is just a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and desires. Do not be afraid to look them in the eye. Okay. Alright. Got it. Let's see.
I always keep my options open.
Me doing my fucking inner monologue outside of my brain. Okay. Let's... Oh. Hello. Let's go over here first. Your words could be misconstrued. Am I a mutant? Or are you just toying with me? Oh, it is natural for monkey to desire closeness with their own kind, but this same desire... Fresh blood soaks into the priceless silk coverlets, forming an... Sentient beings are afraid of death. You have to accept fear first. Accept my fears.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh. Hello? Who's here? I'm at the helm. Standing at the helm, peering into the darkness of the cosmos, you feel lonely among the stars, as I do. Dispel your loneliness. Ooh. Let's see how Heinrichs looks. Am I here to kill you, to betray you, to serve you? Am I a friend or foe? What do you think, Bogey? Oh, Cabela. One day the Undying One will whisper your name to me. I will carry out his command without hesitation, for I am Death, Greebuls. Oh. Yeah, that is a fear. Revor, Janus, and Victus. We got rid of the rogue trader. We'll get rid of him too. Everyone, Lord Death, Sinus hates him. I hear the Vox transmissions. As long as I do, I still care for him. I do. Once betrayed, it is hard to put one's trust in others again, especially those closest and most loyal to us. God, I'm feeling insecure.
Let us know, Dawdle.
Gee? You are doing everything right. Don't worry, Sayin. I will happily take your place when you are gone. Have you already forgotten me, Bogey? Oh, don't ever forget me, not even for a moment. Because as soon as you turn away, I will plunge the shard of my sword into your throat. Oh, that's not good. Gonna have to read fast, otherwise the text goes away. And if I read slowly... I don't know who this monkey is, but your memory of them are akin to a slimy mud after a rain. Let's wash it away like spring water, shall we? Time to wash away. I'm going to wash you. You've been washed.
Keep your wits about you.
I'm trying. Burden of responsibility lies on your shoulders, Zelentark, and your soul grows dull from weariness and exhaustion. Dispel my exhaustion. Damn. Pascal's over there, Abelard's over there, Solomon's over there. Have anyone over here? Theodora. In truth, you believe in nothing at all, Bogdogly. Not the God Emperor, the Archenemy, or even the people around you. Oof. That's a rough one.
Keep your eye on the prize.
You know, Bogdogly of Oblacius crimes against the sacred laws of the Onisire have been logged. Retribution is immediate. Oh. You know what? That's just good figures.
I behind the wall, or you won't. I can see right through you. One day you will make a mistake, and then rest assured I will be there. The punishing hand of the Lex Imperialis.
God, Abelard's gonna hurt the most. Please. Shoo. Shoo.
Lord Captain, your decision will doom us all. Lowly pirates perish, risking nothing but their own skin. But what of you?
Oh, don't hurt me, Abelard. Not you too. He's just, you know what? He's just more.
You are putting the lives of thousands of crew members and billions of Protectorate subjects in danger.
Oh God. You know what? This makes sense. You know what? Abelard's is kind of like Abelard's not giving me much grief at all. Actually, he's pretty chill.
What does the Lady Theodora?
I am proud of you, Bogdogly. You have become a worthy successor, or perhaps even the best Lord Captain. Oh, how nice. He's nice. Don't tell me he's just going to swap to another text that says psych. Some words you need to hear at least once to believe them. Oh no, it's insecurities. It's my insecurities. And oh, where's my view on her? Nearly yet. I want to see him.
You're just a lucky monkey, but luck is the only thing that is keeping you alive.
Only the mad and the foolish never doubt their strength. The wise are full of doubt, but they blah 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 blah. Accept and let go of your doubts. Huh. Hello? Hello? What the fuck is this? To me, this seems like a... What do we have? We got Drakari, we got some people, we got demons, and we got whatever that is. Hello?
If the light of the Emperor alone can be our guiding beacon, yet only true God's grandpa, you must find peace inside your soul. The void of the soul of gods can only power be granted to the one's will.
Your soul resembles an untended garden where the weeds of suffering. Free yourself and the unnecessary burdens and let serenity enter your soul. Dispel the turmoil in your soul. Damn, I feel so good. Bogdogly. Listen closely.
What is this, monkey?
Wait.
What is this, monkey?
The voice of an incorporeal echo that has made your soul its home seems to sound in your own head. Juliet's face tenses in surprise, her features becoming even sharper as she stares in confusion at her ghostly figures. She says nothing, stealing glances at you, then at figures again, as if she is waiting for something. Why are you surprised by these particular echoes of my world? Ilya averts her uncertain gaze.
I did not think there would be a place for me inside a human soul, and the memory itself, clean, not distorted. This is something I must reflect
upon and ponder in solitude. When you strive to know someone, they inevitably become part of you. Ilya gives you a strange look. Your words trouble me with their sincerity, Alentar. Your mind is much cleaner and loftier than I imagined to become part of someone. For a second, Ilya lapses into thought. Look closely at the ghostly figures. A strange feeling envelops your body. You feel yourself become lighter than air, and inside your mind, your thoughts are racing at an incredible speed. You are not yet aware that you are looking through the eyes of the ghostly echo and are observing from afar. All at the same time, the inner world changes under the force of will, and you can now control your echo. You can now do something that you would not dare do. Ooh. Okay, now does embrace mean hug or like touch Iliad's hand, kiss Iliad's echo? Or embrace Iliad? I think embrace her. Oh no. When your soul's echo touches the ghostly skin of the Eldari, the real Iliad recoils in horror. So these are the dormant desires lurking in the depths of your soul. I promise not to judge you, but this is not in... I was thinking it was like a hug. Fuck. I was not trying to do anything weird. Oh, your head is spinning from the sudden awakening and you feel nausea creeping up your throat, but all that is overshadowed by the staring at you. Monkey. Iliad's words are akin to lashes and rage. After all the warnings and conversations we had, you decided to show your lowly nature, and at the exact moment when I was helping you ease you, she shakes her disappointment. Sometimes I wonder, can we even come to fully understand each other? For your actions, the depths of your soul have shown how different we are in Alentar. Do not try to reach the side. Its doors are tightly closed from now on. Oh. Oh. Hang on. Hang on. Oh. Wait. This is gonna be the only time I can do this. What? Okay, 2:30. Okay, half an hour ago. Yes. Okay. Let's try this. Let's try this again. We're speedrun time. Because I did not mean to be freaky. Okay. Okay. Has the Mataka blah 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 blah. Has the blah blah been done? Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
I do want to be freaky. But... Okay. Which... Okay. We'll do all the things real quick, and then before we depart, we can save before Iliad comes. Heinrichs.
Let me preempt your question.
Yes.
We will not discuss this again.
Okay, yes. I already know this. I didn't. Kitty.
As I promised before, my crew
Enjoy the freedom. So I have no
sweeter
interest in that. See you later. Dialogue. quickly go up here. Juliet. Am I? Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. 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 I just want to get these out of the way. Blah. Okay. Down here. Yep. 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 We're gonna do some cheese. Special set reveal. Yes, this is where I take my leave. Blah blah blah. That should be everything for now. Scroll up slightly. Okay. To the expanse. Okay. Then. Okay. Just make some traveling. These a little bit safer. Yes. I did not want to be freaky with her. Hmm. Your kin. Okay, blah, yes. Why apologize? It's not your fault. Juliet. But a responsibility. Exactly gonna help. Continue. Continue. Zoom and pass. Is it painful? Ooh. Get very well. Show me a thing. Okay. Skip this bit. Okay. Can I save? I can't save in here. Alright.
I always keep my options open.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, good. That's gone. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Okay. Just need to get rid of everything real quick.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Hmm. Okay, yep. Okay. Expel my exhaustion. Just get rid of everybody. Hmm. I can't remember if I'm supposed to do something here. Come on, wash them away. Yep.
Let us not dawdle.
Good. Good. Hmm. Okay. let's just give them a couple seconds. Okay. And then Hmm. Hmm. Damn. Apparently, like just looking it up really. Apparently, I'm not supposed to go to horny jail. So the best option is literally resist. Oh, whoops! You heard nothing. You heard nothing.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. Resisting is probably the best way to go about it for Gilead. Apparently, doing anything is bad news bears. Honestly, I just wanted to give her a hug because it seems like she needs one. But it turns out doing anything like that is just not great.
I always have a backup plan.
Listen closely. Yes. Surprise to me. Yes. Closely at the ghostly figures. I don't want to make an enemy of her, so I'm going to resist temptation instead of do any of these. Resist temptation. You and Juliet stand together in complete silence for a while. Tense and awkward at first, then soft and enveloping. You feel Juliet sigh ever so slightly, and you hear the sadness hidden in her voice. But she remains silent until ghostly figures around you start to disappear. It is time to return, Elentar. Your soul is not yet strong enough to endure prolonged immersion. Take a deep breath and... The one thing I don't want to do is just piss her off. Because she's been too good to me. You awaken from your meditation with a sense of vigor and unusual calm, as if you have just taken a shower under a freezing waterfall. You deliver a speech in front of thousands, and subject, your heart swells from the crowd's adulation. Doglian, you are awake. Juliet starts at her own words, realizing that this is the first time she has ever been called you by your name. Your soul shines too radiantly for a human. Despite all the litter that had accumulated in your soul, you can get rid of litter with the light. Try to preserve it, Doglian. It draws the light like bright lights in the night sky. Of course, your world is not as beautiful as Serena's mine, but I was glad to see it. God. I would say that time no jutsu was acceptable because I don't like Iliad's just been good to me. Ooh, well, I feel as if I have been reborn. This is cleansing of your soul, Elentar. I hope that now you understand the importance of keeping it free from unnecessary litter. Will you help me with my meditation again? I do not know. Perhaps someday. When we are meditating, you did not seem surprised by my relationships with my mutual acquaintances. Ooh, shrugs indifferent. You long for that which human nature desires, for intimacy with your own kind. I can understand that. Will I be able to see your world? I do not think so, Elentar. It is impossible to know everything in this world, no matter how much we would like to. And still my heart sings, for I have helped you find peace, even if only for a short while. Until we meet again, Elentar, may the stars guide us along the safe roads. What an interesting encounter. Perform your master of huh? Would you like to? Damn. It just means take a bath, you filthy, disgusting boy. I am here. Actually, I would like to quickly see if she's got anything new to say. Because usually when something happens, they all have something to say. Nope. Okay. Now that I've done that unnecessary side quest of Time no Jutsu, now we can get back to the business of being money grubbing assholes. I don't think there's a chaos god of money grubbing, is there? Provisions? I fucking don't need that. Nope. Okay. Unforeseen event. Alright. Let's reach. What's up about? Chart new routes. Anywhere new? Nope. How disappointing. I love visiting new places. I love it. Lord Captain. Ooh. According to our telemetry, we have arrived at the coordinates you specified. The augurs do not register any activity on the surface of the local planets, biological or otherwise, but maybe the Xenos are using their arcane technology to conceal their presence. Despite this, the augur crew managed to locate a faint signal at the system's edge. According to their data, it is coming from an unidentified vessel drifting in orbit of a local gas giant. My kin could have been faced with a new threat, scavengers like pirates or something worse, if they were taken prisoner. Ilia's voice is trembling with something that could be either anger or fear. I am begging you, Elentark. Let us go to the shuttle. I can feel that the thread of fate has frayed and is about to snap. I cannot miss what may be the only chance to solve the mystery behind the disappearance of my home. Okay. Ooh. Yes, please. And plasteel. Yes, probably should do that. Ooh. Let us... I forgot I can't move. Lord Captain, reporting our void ship has passed through the cloud of cosmic dust. Unfortunately, the dust particles were covered in the icy shell that has frozen to a thick sheet. The void ship's hull, blocking some of our technical vents. It will take some time for the servitors to clear the ice. Until then, maneuverability will be somewhat reduced. I know. Ooh. Except maneuverability. I know. Adamantine? Sure. And then... hang on, let's check this real quick. See? I'm gonna pop here. And based on the time... it is save time. It is time to save. For it is time to go. Not the most exciting stream, but definitely one of getting shit started. Got achievements though, which is neat. And regardless, it has become that time of stream where I must find someone to raid and then fucking die. And I think because it's been a little bit, as well raid. Sure. Oh well. Let's raid Praise Rock. Because I need to pray. And I have nothing to pray about. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I hope we all enjoyed stream. And in case I don't see you, good morning, good evening, and good night. And bye.